Hi everyone, today we are recording how much money can I make in 24 hours on Donut SMP.
For the next 24 hours, I will be trapped on Donut SMP to see how much money I can actually make. I also ended up finding some crazy overpowered money making methods, so make sure you guys watch until the very end. There's also only 3 simple rules. Rule number 1 is I have to make all my money in 24 hours. Rule number 2 is I'm not allowed any outside help. And rule number 3 is I'm not allowed to spend any money on the game. How much money will I make? Let's find out.
Comment down below if I should make more reacting videos.
I knew that as soon as I spawned in, I had to get materials ASAP because during this video, I had no time to waste. So my first plan is just going to mine oak trees because they go for around 1,000 each on orders. So right now,
I'm gonna guess that he's gonna get like 100 million.
I have around 43 logs and I can sell these for around 30k on orders. Or I can go on auction and sell a full stack for 100k. So what I'm going to do is just mine until I get a full stack of logs so I can sell that for 100k. Okay, so I just got a stack and I'm going to try selling this for 99k. While I'm waiting for my oak logs to sell, I'm just going to order these because I just need money really quick. Okay, so if you guys don't know, I recently made a video where I went from 0 to $1 billion, and in that video, I used a method where I had a crazy spruce tree farm, which ended up crashing the spruce log orders. Now I'm going to take advantage of this and actually order spruce logs and then craft them into chests and then try selling those, because these are really cheap right now.
And everyone, go play donutsmp.net because it's a very good online server on Minecraft.
Okay, so I'm actually going to take my oak logs off the auction because they aren't seeming to sell, and I'm just going to order them instead. And I just made around 57k with that. So someone just filled my spruce log order, so I'm just going to take all of these and then just craft all of them into planks, and then right after, just craft all of them into chests. So the cheapest chests right now are going for around 30k, so I'm just going to sell all mine for 30k. And since this isn't a full stack, I'll do like 25k for this. And now I just have to wait for that to sell. In the meantime, I'm actually just going to order more spruce logs and just keep repeating this. Okay, so I just made all of them in a chest and I have a lot to sell. So the cheapest is still around 30k, so I'm just going to keep selling for around 30k. And now I just have to wait for people to buy these. Okay, so a lot of my chests have just sold, so I'm just going to make another order for spruce logs. So I just spent all my money on logs, and I just have to wait for it to fill up. Okay, so my log order just fully completed, so I'm actually just going to drop all of them here.
This guy is getting a lot of money.
Okay, so I just made all of these chests, and I'm just going to continue selling these and hopefully rake up a bit of money so I can move on to my next money making method. So now that I have a bit of money, my next money making method actually requires a really good pickaxe, and instead of buying one, I'm just going to enchant one myself. The reason I need a good pickaxe is because this method is all about selling concrete on the auctionist, and the reason why this method works is because it actually takes a lot of time to mine concrete powder into regular concrete, which is why the prices end up being so high. Okay, so this is essentially the entire farm. I'm just going to keep placing concrete from my offhand and break it with my pickaxe, and then it'll fall into the chest, and I can sell all the concrete and make a lot of money. So now that I have a full stack of concrete, I'm just going to sell it in stacks of 16 because then I can sell it for a lot more money for each stack, since I'm selling each stack of 16 for 55k each.
Yeah, and go subscribe wait. And go subscribe this guy.
The thing I'm gonna do now is just make auto crafters that craft spruce logs in a chest, and then I can just order those chests for a bunch of money. And honestly, this isn't a bad spot to do it, so I'll just do it right here. Okay, so this is what I kind of came up with. Basically, I'm going to put all my logs into these chests. They're going to go into these crafters. They're going to get crafted into planks, then go into this hopper right here, which is going to bring them into these crafters, which are going to all craft them into chests, and they're going to go down into the storage system. Real quick, I just wanted to say that a small percentage of people that watch my videos are actually subscribed. So if you guys are enjoying this video, consider subscribing. It's free and you can always change your mind later. Anyways, back to the video. And now this whole thing should be done. I don't really have that much money left, so I'm just going to put all of it into ordering logs. I'll probably just start off by selling the chests on the auction house instead of ordering them because I need money. But once I have a bit of money, I'll be able to actually order the chests and still make a profit. In the meantime, I can actually sell my maxed out pickaxe for probably a lot of money. I can sell it for around 300k, so I'm just going to try selling it for about 250. Okay, so my spruce log order was finally completed. And now I can just put all this in these chests. And someone also just bought my pickaxe for 250k. As you guys can see though, the farm is working. Some of the stuff is getting stuck up here, so I will have to fix that. I guess I'll just put a block on top of it like this. And that should fix the issue. For the next hour, I just kept repeating what I was doing, where I ordered a bunch of spruce logs, I put them all into the farm, and then it crafted a bunch of chests, which made me a lot of money. But then something crazy happened that I wasn't even expecting. Oh my god, wait. Oh my god. This is crazy. Oh my god. How much did I just make? 3 mil. Oh my god. Me selling my chest for triple the price actually saved me a lot of time in this challenge because it let me move on to my next method a lot faster than I would have before. Okay, so for the last 30 minutes, I've just been running this farm and I'm up to $5.3 million. Which is pretty decent, I would say, but I think I have to move on to a different method because for my amount of money, I think I could be doing something a lot better instead of this. So now what I want to try doing is crystal PvP duels and just sell the armor that I win on the auction house. Now I'm decent at crystal PvP. I wouldn't say I'm too good, but as long as I can just win some duels and get some armor, that'd be really big for me because I can just sell their gear on the auction house and make a bunch of money. Okay, so I just got a full kit of PvP, as you can see. I even got a re-gear shulker with some totems and XP, so I should be ready to go in. Oh, I think he just disconnected. Alright, second duel. This guy's a 30% win rate, which isn't that good, so I assume he doesn't have good armor. And yeah, as you guys can see, he's in chainmail, so... Okay, third duel. This guy's also in chainmail, but he does have a diamond sword, so I still don't think this is going to be too hard. I think he's trying to bait me into there, and maybe has crystals or something. Oh. Oh, wait, this guy actually has armor. Okay, wait, this is like my first actual duel. Are you serious, bro? Oh my gosh. There's no way I just lost to that guy, bro. Okay, I'm back in. I have another set. Hopefully I don't lose this one because I just spent like another mil on it, so... Okay, next duel, 60% win rate. Oh! Okay, wait, this guy's actual armor. Oh no. Low tier 3. It's over.
No, bro has to win this or this is kind of bad.
Yo.
No.
Oh my gosh, bro. Why was I versing a low tier 3? After realizing I was clearly not cut out for crystal PvP, I decided to just sell armor instead and make a bunch of money that way. $7.13 mil. That's kind of crazy, and I think I filled up his entire order. Okay, so now my goal is to
So
get to
much
around
money.
14 million because that's the price of a good amethyst axe with a pretty long time on it. And you guys might be wondering why I'm doing the tree method again, because in my recent video I crashed the orders for spruce logs because, as you guys can see, the highest spruce logs are going from $70 each, which is terrible compared to what it was before, so it's not even worth making it. However, the orders for oak logs are 800, 700 each, which is absurd. So I'm thinking I redesign my own farm so it makes oak trees instead of spruce trees, and then try to make money with that. So for now, I'm just going to sell a bit more armor until I can afford an amethyst axe, and then I'll start working on the farm. Okay, so that should be enough for me to get an axe. But that's a crazy deal. Wait, I just got one for 3 days. That was like 10 mil. Oh my god, wait, that was insane. Okay, so now that I have my amethyst axe, I think this is actually a pretty good spot to make the farm as long as I flatten it out. So that's probably what I'm going to do next.
Yeah, but I'm not donut.
Okay, so honestly, this is probably all I'm going to have to do because I'm just going to make the tree farm right here. And then later on, I'll make the storage somewhere over there. So I'm just going to start out by making the tree farm, and I'll make the storage later. While background me works, I'm going to explain to you guys how this farm actually works. First off, dispensers just sense bone meal into oak saplings, then they grow, and then I break them using my amethyst axe. They fall in the water and then go into the shulker loaders. And since oak logs are 1,000 each, I'll be making so much money off of this. Okay, so honestly at this point I think the entire farm is done. I have the bone meal crafter right here, the minecart system over there, and the XP right here. So now all I have to do is build the shulker loader, and then I can actually start AFKing the farm.
Yo, I am not Dr. Donut.
Okay, so now that the entire farm is done, I'm just going to overnight this, and hopefully I'll have a lot of money in the morning. Okay, so I've been AFKing this farm for quite a while, as you can see by my playtime, and this is the amount of logs that I've made. As you guys can see, everything's full of logs. There's some sticks in there. So I'm just going to order all of these logs and see how much money I make.
Yo. My god. No.
Okay, so in total, I made $309 million, which is crazy because I only AFK'd for like 10 hours or something like that. The reason why oak logs were so expensive at the time was because the current build for trade involved oak logs. However, while I was AFKing for my last 8 hours of the challenge, the build for had changed, which dropped oak log prices to $300, which was 30% of what I had before. However, I still decided to AFK the farm, and to be honest, I still made a lot of money from it, so I think it was pretty worth it. Okay, so as you guys can see, in total, I made around $400 million, which I think is really good for 24 hours, considering I started from zero and I had absolutely nothing to work with. But that will be the end of the video, so if you guys enjoyed, please subscribe and hit the like button because that helps me out a lot, and yeah.
Bye everyone. It's going to be end for this video. See you in the next video. Bye.